it's Ashley here for Not Too Shabby, and I have a fun design team project to share with you today. I will put the links below for the products that I use, and if you do head over to the Not Too Shabby shop, you can use my coupon code CraftyGirl to save 10% on your order. So today I'm going to be making these little mermaid clips, and these are perfect for putting in your planner or for putting in a book or a journal. I just love making these so much. And when I saw this stamp set, right away it made me think of adorable planner clips, and I just love how you can color up these cute little mermaids with so many bright and vibrant colors for the summer. So I tried to do a few different ones so that I could show you lots of different colors in this Copic video. So here is the stamp set that I'm going to be using. This is called Mermazing, and it's by MFT, and I will have it linked below. There's also coordinating dies for this set, which you can purchase separate. It has a ton of cute sentiments too. It'd be perfect for cards and scene cards. Then I also used my Spectrum Noir glitter pen, and I made them really sparkly. This is just my paper clip container. I bought the container at Michael's, and it just has a whole bunch of pretty paper clips in there that I use when I'm making my planner clips. And then of course I also used my glue gun so that I could glue together and have the paper clips be nice and sturdy. So I'm going to be using Memento Tuxedo Black ink, and I'm first stamping out all of the images I'll be using. So the first one is this little cutie, and I'm stamping out 2 for each image so that I can use one for the front and one is going to be the back of the clip. And then I'm going to stamp out 2 of this one because I wanted to have 4 little clips for this project. So now I'm going to do all the skin first. So for this little one, I'm using E11. And I'm just adding the darkest portion first, and then I'm going to blend that out with E00. And I'm just using paper that I got from Michael's. It's just the Recollections brand of cardstock. I really like this paper. And then I'm going back in with the E11 just to add a little bit more darkness there. And then I take R20 just to add a little pink on the cheeks. For the next little one, I'm using E13, and this one I'm doing a little bit darker skin. And then I'm going to blend that out with E11 and then E00. And then for the next little cutie, I'm going to use E18. And I'm just adding in the darkest portion. Then I'm going to add in E15. And I'm just trying to make sure that blends really nicely. And then I'm going to blend that out using E13. I thought it'd be nice if I showed a few different skin variations, and I really like how this one came out. And then I realized that I forgot to do the pink cheeks on the last one, and I used R22 for these pink cheeks. And then for the next little girl, I'm using E15, and then blending that out with E13. And then E11. And I thought it'd just be easier to do all the skin tones first. And then I realized that I forgot to do the little bellies for the last 2 little mermaids, so I just go back and add in the little colors for the belly. And then I'm going to add in a little bit of R14 here for the whole base coat of the hair. So I want to do this hair red, so I'm doing the lightest red color, which is R14. And you could leave it just like that, but for this project, I'm going to do some of the flicking motion with my Copic marker. So I'm going in with R27 just to do a little bit of darker red. And I'm just twisting the paper around so that I can flick the marker away from me, and it works a lot better that way. I apologize that I flip around the page so much, but it's just a lot more helpful when you're doing this technique. And then I used R39 for the darkest portion of the little red hair. And I love this one. It totally reminds me of the Little Mermaid. Then for the next little girl, I'm using V01, and this is my lightest purple color, and I'm going to do purple hair. I think that would look so cute. So I'm using V01 for the lightest portion, and then I'm flicking out from the bottom of her hair and from the scalp part of her hair using V15. And then I'm going to use V17 for the darker part of the purple. And this way, putting on the coats of color, it just gives it a nice dimensional look, and it also gives the hair a little bit of a highlight. And I think the purple hair is my favorite. It's just so fun. Then I went back to do the R20 for the little cheeks. For the little top and the little mermaid tail, I'm using G02 and blending that out with G00. I tried to show a few different variations for the tails as well. So this one's kind of more like a turquoise green color. And then I go back in with the G02 just a little bit. And for the little star in her hair, I use RV 14, 13, and 11. And then I just darken this up just a little bit more to give it some nice dimension. Then for the next little cutie, I do a green tail, so I use G05, YG06, YG03, and then I'm going to blend that out with my lightest green, which is YG00, and that just gives it a really nice blend. And then for her top and star, I'm using V17, V15, and V01. Then for the next little girl, I do a pink tail, which I thought would be fun, so I'm using RV17, RV14, RV13, and then I blend that out with RV11. And then for her top and star, I use Y38, 35, and 32. And then for the next little tail, I use V17, and I start at the top and have the darkest color coming down to the lightest color. Then I go in with V15. And then I blend that out using V01. And I just want to get a nice little blend there. Then for the top, I use RV14, RV13, and RV11 to blend that out. And then for the next little girl, I do blue hair, which I thought would be fun. So I'm using BG10 for the lightest coat. And then I'm blending that out using BG13. And I'm just doing the flicking motions there. And it's really simple to do. If you've never tried it, definitely try it. It looks so neat. And then I'm using BG49 to do the darkest coat of the turquoise color. And you can see it kind of like exploded out of my pen. So if that ever happens and a lot of ink comes out of one side, just remove both caps and it will kind of repressurize the Copic marker and then it won't do that. So then for the yellow hair, I'm using Y11, Y13, and then I'm going to use Y15 for the darkest portion. And now I'm just taking my black jelly pen to add on a little bit of black to each of the eyes. That just really makes it pop. I love using the black jelly pen. And then I just take my white jelly pen to add one little dot on each of their cheeks. So easy and so fun to color. So now I'm going to cut apart all of these little cuties. There is coordinating dies, which I can link below for you guys. I just use my fussy cutting scissors. They're just sewing scissors, and I find they're really nice and sharp and easy to do the fussy cutting. These were actually kind of very tedious to do around the tail, but I managed, and it looks so cute. So the reason I want to have two of each is the one that's not colored is going to be the backing for the planner clip. Otherwise, you'd be able to see through the planner clip. You'd be able to see on the back of it the colors coming through, and I don't want that. I just want it to be white on the other side. Also, I want it to be nice and sturdy. I want it to last and not be like flimsy or anything. So I add this extra layer of cardstock. Really helps give it some sturdiness to it. So I'm just cutting out each of those little backing pieces, and now I'm going to cut out the ones that have the coloring on them. And if you do get coordinating dies, it's actually so much easier because when you're making the planner clips, they're exactly the same cuts. When I'm doing fussy cutting, sometimes after, you'll see when I put together the clips and when I'm putting the hot glue gun on it, I kind of have to go back around sometimes and trim a little bit to make sure that it's even. So if you have the coordinating dies, it's a lot more simple to do the planner clips. but I'm sure you'd be just fine without them too, so it's totally your preference. I know not everyone likes to use the coordinating dies. And so now I'm just trimming out this last little cutie here. And I'm just showing how you can stack the two pieces on top of each other, and that way the back is covered up. So I'm just going to pick out some clips. I have some gold ones and different colored ones, so I go with purple for this little one here, and so I put it in between the two pieces. I have a pink one, a purple one, and then I pull out a little purple one for there. So I'm just going to take the glue gun, and on that extra piece of stamped image, I'm just going to put down a ton of glue. I like to put it all over the image, put the clip, put some glue on top of the clip, and then put it down. And it's really important to just make sure you press it down. And as I said, since I don't have the coordinating dies, I do just need to make sure that I trim around and make sure it's all even. There's a little bit that is in some spots a little bit further out than others. So now it is perfect, and I'll do the next one. So again, I'm just taking the hot glue gun and making sure I get glue all around and adding some glue on top of the clip, and then I can push it down and it is all done. So it's super simple and it's a lot of fun to make these. And as I had mentioned at the beginning of the video, you can use these in a book if you like to read as a bookmark. They would be really cute paired with a gift card as a gift, or you could put these in your planner, or if you like to journal. There's so many cute ways that you can use these. So adding the glue, the clip, and then pushing down the top again. And it is really important that you make sure you push it down and be careful with the glue gun, because I always get myself, it's so hot, and just be careful when you're pushing it down, but it's important to make sure the two pieces are adhered. And then for the last one, again, with all the glue there, and then I'm just putting the clip on, and then you can adhere on the top. So those are my little clips, and again, I just go around the outside with my little sewing scissors just to make sure it's completely even and all the little pieces that are sticking out are even. And then I take the Spectrum Noir glitter pen and I glitter these babies up so much. I don't know how well you can see the glitter, but in person they are so sparkly, and these are just really fun to make sparkly since they're like magical little mermaids. So I'm just adding that onto all of the little clips. And I love this one. She looks like Little Mermaid. So that was my project for this week. I hope that you guys enjoyed. I will link all the products below, and I hope that you will subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye, guys.